Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Married Now Widowed. We're your hosts. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Nadine, and this podcast is about navigating life after loss through unfiltered conversations.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
This episode is a little bit different. So what we did was we asked our followers to send in their questions anonymously. And we thought we'd go through them, give you our advice, opinions, try and answer them if we can.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's start. So I'm just going to try and keep out, details. All right. So we got a question. So it's been X amount of time since I lost my husband. Haven't been able to bring myself to go through our message thread or look at any of our pictures. Can't listen to the songs we loved or visit the places that we used to. I think about him every single day, treasure our memories, but when someone brings him up, I struggle to engage in the conversation. It's not that I don't want to remember him, but it's because it breaks my heart all over again. I just want to know if what I'm feeling is normal. And I'll just say,
you felt this.
It's under a year, by the way.
Okay.
So
that explains
fresh.
a lot.
Yeah.
It is super fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's under a year.
A year is nothing.
It's not.
Yeah.
Really, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like under a year, you're still trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like, it's still extremely fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going through so many emotions.
Yeah.
So many emotions.
Yeah.
I feel like you
I'm like that.
You spoke about this in a
about engaging in conversation
podcast where you can't engage in like if somebody brings up Muhammad,
I just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I feel that way.
Are you still feeling like that now, or are you okay to speak? Was that at the beginning, or was that
no? Actually, opposite. In the beginning, I wanted to do.
Okay.
But now, and mind you, it's 2 years on now. When this releases, it'll be 2 years.
Yeah,
the exact
it will be.
date, right?
That's right.
So, I feel that now more so than ever. I just don't want to, I just don't want to talk about it. Not me about my feelings. Like, I'll talk to you about it if I'm feeling a certain way, but I just don't really it's weird. I still don't know what it is, and I'm 2 years in, so I don't blame this person.
Remember when we spoke about this the last time, I told you it was avoidance. It was because you didn't want to bring up certain emotions, and
I always do that. I avoid everything.
Yeah, that's why you avoid speaking about him or engaging in a conversation where Muhammad is mentioned.
Yeah, and
I probably will say the same to our listener. I think that it's been under a year.
Yeah, that's nothing.
But not just that, I remember how I felt during that time, and it is the most horrible, horrible, horrible time in your life.
Yeah.
You've already dealt with, the death side of things, but now you're having to deal with, they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother, problem to face.
Well, by that stage, it starts to become like reality,
that's
right?
Exactly
and life
right.
starts to
that's
kick
exactly
back in.
Right.
So, yeah.
What you're feeling is very normal. It is very normal.
And don't feel bad either. Don't feel bad about
not
that
at all.
You can't talk about him or engage in the conversation or listen to, don't feel bad. Do things at your own time and your own pace.
That's
and especially
exactly right.
with the text message thread, I go through waves. I remember there was a part where I was obsessed with reading everything. I remember
now I
told
can't read
you.
any messages.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
I'm 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through a whole wave of emotions.
Yeah.
What you're feeling now is, it's normal that it's so normal that you're feeling like this. There'll come a time where you probably will feel like going through and reading your messages.
And down. Yeah.
Definitely. Or looking at photos and that's also normal. And then you'll go through that and then you'll go back to not wanting to.
That's so true.
So because let me tell you this, when when Mick passed away, and I think I spoke about this in a previous episode, I wanted to retrain my brain.
That's right, I remember.
To not remember him being sick.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the memory I had in my mind.
Yeah.
So to retrain my brain, I remember going through all our old videos and all our old photos so that I remember him that way, how he was, how I met him, the beautiful, bubbly person that he was.
Yeah.
And so now when I see a photo when he's sick, it's like, oh, whatever, right? That's not who he was.
Yeah.
But now, for example, I'll avoid going through photos.
Yeah. It's just different phases and just
so
do
normal.
what you're comfortable doing. Don't force yourself to go through photos. Don't force yourself to engage in conversation. You do what you want to do, and it's completely normal, and don't feel guilty. And she made a comment in the message. It was like, it's not that I don't want to remember him.
Of course.
And nobody thinks that. And if someone does ignore it, who cares?
You will wake up thinking about him.
Of course.
You will go to sleep thinking about him.
Absolutely.
You will do 1,000,001 things throughout the day, and he will be the only thing on your mind.
Absolutely.
So you're not doing anything wrong. It's your journey. We always speak about this. It's your journey. It's significant to you.
Yeah, that's right.
And you do what you're comfortable doing.
100%. Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. And you don't have to justify anything to anyone.
You don't.
You know what's in your heart. You know how you feel.
That's
There's
right.
nothing to feel guilty about.
That's
and
exactly
it is
right.
very normal.
And I just want to say, I feel for every widow out there or widower out there. Like, I really do. But when we get the messages of widows losing their husband and it's only been a couple of months or less than a year, honestly, I don't know, I cry because I'm like, I remember that was just the
how
most,
you
I remember how I felt at
that
that time, and it was awful. It was so awful. So,
and it's funny, it's not funny, but it's funny if Nadine's reading me out a message, and then I'm sort of sitting there taking it and thinking about it, and she's like, oh, it's been 3 months. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know what's going on, right? I know where we're at, you know?
That's right. That's right.
A year, under a year, it's very fresh. Everything's it's a hard time. It's a really hard time. So completely normal. Okay, we have another one. So this one I'm going to try so basically this person has lost their spouse and they've turned to isolation to try and cope with their grief. And as a result of that, they've lost all of their friends. So, they've just lost all their friends because their friends don't really understand why they've isolated. And this person feels like the grief has caused people to resent them. And this person actually doesn't want friends or family around them anymore because they just don't feel any empathy, and their friends have just started to resent them, and their friends say things like, we're all going to die, so just get over it, basically.
That's a bit harsh.
That's all I can really say in that message. I get it, though.
What do you get?
Not wanting to be around friends and family anymore.
No, 100%. I'm saying what's harsh is the friends.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked. But,
the friends, not wanting to be around this person because they've gone through grief. Come on.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Prior to you losing your spouse, right? You were a different person.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've lost your spouse and now you're not the same person.
Yeah.
People know that you're not the same person because you obviously change, right?
Yeah. Well, some people might not know that.
But if you're close with somebody, they would know that you're not the same person.
Yeah, but I think if you haven't been through grief close to you, maybe you don't understand.
No, they might
become different.
They might not understand that, but they can see that there is a change within that person.
For sure.
Okay? They might not understand it, but they'll see a change.
For sure.
And normally that change is not for the worse. It's just they're a different person, right? So if you have noticed that somebody has changed, whether it be that they're isolating themselves, whether it be that, they just don't want to go out anymore, whether it be that they don't answer their phone or don't reply to a text message, whatever it is, do you not know that they've just lost somebody so significant in their life, therefore that change has come from that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You would know that.
I don't know.
Whether they understand it or not, that's a different story. But you would know that prior to this person was a different person.
Yeah.
Now
they've
changed.
Yeah.
So they're different. So wouldn't you think to yourself and be like, oh, since, for example, since Muhammad passed away, Kayla's changed.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Since Muhammad passed away, Kayla has changed.
Yeah.
So that is the reason. She's gone through something you could never imagine if you've never gone through it. Would you not give her a bit of space?
Yeah.
And would you not think maybe we need to be a bit more understanding and support her?
Get rid of.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean,
can I just say something? This might be a little bit harsh. You don't want people like that around you. You don't want people like that in your life. I want people around me who are going to support me, who are going to understand. You might not understand what I'm going through, but try and understand. That's right.
But I feel sorry for this,
of course,
listener, because I feel
my heart goes out
maybe
to
they
her.
don't have any other, like, that is their friend. So, you know what I mean? But I'd still get rid of them. I mean, fuck them.
I would look. I'm all about giving people the benefit of the doubt. My advice to you would be sit them down and maybe tell them, listen, since, this person has died, I know that I'm not the same person. I'm struggling within, right? I just don't want to be around people. I'm isolating myself, and I don't intentionally mean it. It's just that's how I'm coping at the moment. Maybe try and share how you're feeling with them so that they can understand it a little bit more.
My advice would be different.
Your advice would be fuck them off. Look, that was my first piece of advice. My first advice was if people can't understand or try and understand or support you when you're going through one of the hardest times in your life, fuck them off.
Yeah.
But I'm just going off what you said. What if they don't have anyone else? So then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? But see this person now, how they feel. They feel like they don't want to be around people at all because people start to resent them. And I actually get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that because I feel like, I mean, I am lucky I do have some good friends, but I also feel like I probably isolate myself heaps from people.
You do.
Yeah, I do. But I mean, that also is my personality. But I do that because I feel like you don't understand. I can't be bothered. Like, I just don't. I hate the sympathy. I hate blah, blah, blah. So I get where this person's coming from in the sense that they actually now don't want to be around anything because these people aren't understanding this person. They're not understanding. Do you know what I mean? And they did something that I'm not going to say, but was a little bit of a like, okay, I'm not your friend. They did something to show I'm not your friend anymore. Do you know what I mean? So they've made it clear. It's not just that there's mixed communication and maybe they don't know how to. They're like,
and that comment as well. Everyone's going to die.
Insane. That's crazy. Of course, everyone's going to die. We already know that, but it doesn't mean it makes it any easier when someone does die. That's close, and you're still going to grieve and you're still going to go through the emotions and the process.
That's exactly
I don't know.
right.
I feel bad for this listener, but let me just see. I just want to see what did you basically they just said can you talk about that part of grieving where friends resent you. It's hard but it's gonna happen. This is grief, right? So many things happen that you have no idea about until you go through it.
But then I also feel like people pull away from you because they don't know how to be there for you.
Yeah, but I don't think in this case because that thing that they did, that was a big fuck you. Like, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? I have friends that know that I isolate, know that I'm a bit of a recluse, bit of a whatever, and still try. Just try.
Yeah.
Would never exclude me from anything. Send me like, oh, babe, I want to see you on blah, blah, blah. If I go, I go. If I don't, I don't. They don't care. They don't care. And also, if it makes you that angry that someone is isolating themselves because they're going through a hard time, you probably need to get a life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
If my friend, let's just say, was going through even a divorce, right? Anything, a divorce, whatever, and they needed their space away from the friendship or life in general, people in general, and I knew it was because they were going through a hard time.
You would understand.
100%. I'll be here when you get back.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever, we'll just pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, but that's because I have a life. I feel like these people, their friends, whatever, don't have
that's sad.
Yeah,
it really
it's
is sad.
mean. It
is mean, yeah.
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 So I don't know. It is hard and I do feel for the person, but you know what? I don't know. Your true colours, right?
And that's the thing. When you go through something like this, people's true colours do start to show, unfortunately.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of things that you didn't think you would.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's a hard one. Okay, let's go into these ones. So what friend do you think supports you the most? That's hard. Do you have one that comes to mind?
No, I have a group of people that support me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard for me. I have like support in different ways though as well.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I have some people that are like, there for me, like to uplift me, give me a good time. But then I have like someone else that's there to like listen to me 24/7. So it's different. I don't think I have one friend that supports me the most. I think I'm lucky enough to have a few that sort of play different roles.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I don't really like, I don't know, you know me, I'm so just to myself like with that. Like some things I'll like,
I feel like it's easiest to turn to you because we've like gone through it.
Yeah.
But I have like a group of people that
you could
family, like cousins.
About this, about Mick, about grief, or just not so detailed, just not having a good day, or like you can talk
like
about.
I'm not going to pick up the phone and call 10 people and go, I'm not having a good day today, I'm not having a good day today, I'm not having a good day today. It's really, if it's something like Mick related or like obviously I'm coming to you for that.
Yeah.
But also like I live with my cousin or go to my cousin or go to my mum or like, my girlfriend Eleanor, we're on the phone 24/7 because we work with each other. So it's kind of just, it really just depends.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I would call a friend about Mohammed, just apart from you. But I mean, you're like the furniture.
Yeah.
Not really. Like I'm always on the phone to you.
Well, that's what I mean. We're like on the phone 24/7 as well. So
I don't know. Aside from you, I don't really think I'd call someone to talk about Mohammed in particular, but definitely lucky enough to have.
Yeah, I think it just depends. Definitely multiple.
Yeah, we're lucky like that for sure. Do you think it would feel awkward or inappropriate to reach out to the widow after some time has passed, especially considering that this person was closer to the one you lost and didn't have much of a relationship with the widow? Is there a time period when it becomes too late? I didn't get that question. I didn't get the middle part.
Can you read that again?
Do you think it would feel awkward or inappropriate to reach out to the widow after some time has passed? This is what I don't understand. Especially considering that this person was closer to the one you lost and didn't have much of a relationship with the widow. is there a time period when it becomes too late?
So my understanding is that they were closer to the person that passed away, not the widow.
Oh. So why wouldn't they say especially considering that I was closer to? Why would they say especially considering that this person was closer to the one you lost and didn't have much of a relationship with the widow? Oh, I think they're talking about someone else, not themselves being inappropriate. Okay. Right, so let's reread that. Do you think it would feel awkward or inappropriate to reach out to the widow after some time has passed, especially considering that this person was closer to the one you lost and didn't have much of a relationship with the widow? It's confusing. Are you confused or is it just me? That middle bit has thrown me, whoever sent this in. Is there a time period when it becomes
Is this about
late?
us?
Surely not. No, I don't think so.
Why is it the one you lost?
Oh, do you get it now? Do you get this now, what they're saying?
Is it about us?
Oh, I don't know who it's about, but let's pretend it's about us. So obviously they're closer to Mick than you.
Yeah.
But is it inappropriate? But they haven't reached out to you in a long time. And
yeah, that's how I took
guys.
It. That's how I'm
back. Good morning.
That's how I understood it.
I didn't get that. Fuck me. Okay.
I don't think so.
Like, you don't think there's a period of time that it becomes too long?
No, I feel like if someone's on your mind and you want to reach out and check in on them, especially
just
like the widow, just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there's a...
Like if I got a random message from one of, Mick's friends that I'm not super close to because I'm super close with all of his friends, but if there's a friend that I hadn't heard from in a while and,
for sure,
he sent me a message saying, hey Nadine, just checking in on you and the kids, I'd be like, oh my God.
Totally.
That's
how nice
so cute.
Of them.
Yeah, 100%. I would love that.
So I don't think it's awkward. I don't think it would be awkward
at all. No, I think it would make them happy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to do. And do you know what?
Next minute you get like a message from someone.
I know. We'll be checking this, guys. No, I'm kidding. Reach out if you want to. I think that obviously as widows, whatever, we feel a certain way and people struggle to understand that. But also as you, whoever you are, you obviously feel a certain way. And so the grieving person can try to understand that too.
That's right.
Like if someone, let's just say one of Mohammed's cousins or something that I was never close with reached out to me, I have to also understand different factors. Maybe they felt uncomfortable. We've never had a relationship. Maybe they didn't know what to say because they don't know me. There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
so I think
definitely.
that it's fine and it's good. And the fact that you're even thinking about this
that's
is great.
Sweet.
It's
that's
sweet. Yeah, I like it. I like that. Okay. So this is really hard. If you could ask your loved one who passed one more thing, what would you be asking them?
Fuck.
This is so hard. That's tough. Oh, so many questions. So many.
Just one?
I know. I've got heaps. I've got heaps of random stuff too.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if I've got a burning question. Do you know what I mean? That's always been on my mind. That's been like, do you? Oh God, Nadine, no. Just leave. Oh God. Oh goodness. Okay. Anyway. No, that's not. You get one and you're not fucking asking that.
No. Oh my God. Sorry. One question. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a really hard one. I would probably ask more to do with so for me and Mohammed, and I think we spoke about this in a very early episode. We didn't really talk about anything like that because I was very no, that'll never happen to you. What are you talking about? Don't talk like that. But I think I would have spoken about it more. So I know. What exactly do you want?
I still don't think I would have.
Would you not?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, if I'm forced to ask something, everything else is irrelevant, Nadine.
I know, but I don't know. I don't think, in hindsight, let's just say this happened or this is happening now, right? And should you have these conversations? 1,000%. And we'll do an episode on that.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
you really need to be having these conversations. You should be having these conversations.
Yeah.
But would I ask the question now? Absolutely not. I would still feel the same way I felt. I don't want you to think that I think you're going to die.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, why would you? I can't see myself having that conversation.
Sorry.
What?
I thought...
What?
I just realized this is like if we could rewind. I thought like they're coming back.
Oh my God.
That's what.
Are you okay today?
It wasn't specified.
Well, can you read that? Give me the phone for a second, please.
Sorry. Can I? My answer's wrong then.
One more thing. That would be before they pass. They're not coming from the dead.
You know when people say, oh, like dead or alive, who would you want to have dinner with? 3 people. And people are like, Jesus. Like, he's not coming back. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize we meant rewinding. I thought, well, now, if they could come and sit here already,
that would be
died.
so different. If he's standing in front of me now, going, "Hey, ask me something," I'm gonna be like, "Not one question, buddy. Yeah. I've got multiple."
Okay, sorry. So
I got multiple questions for you, not just one.
God.
But yes, possibly.
Okay. Yeah.
But why are you asking him what he would have wanted if he's already dead?
I'm just curious. Just curious if we made the right decision.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I don't know.
That's fair.
But not just that. Also, really weird stuff. Like, what do you think of these schools? Like, I don't know, really practical things,
yeah,
right?
I'd be like, Liana wants a job. What do you reckon?
Yeah, because
she's 14.
Shit we never discussed, right?
Yeah.
And it's those couple things that as a married couple you discuss about your children. That's what's important to me about my kid. You know, I don't really care about
anything else.
Everything else I've really like whatever. But, you know, that's a hard one. If I had to pick like one question, I would ask him if I could rewind. I don't even know what it would be. I have so many. Like, I don't even know what it would be. It's a really hard question.
It is.
Maybe like, I think it would honestly be about like,
your
just
kids.
my son.
Yeah.
Just things about my son, you know, because you don't look too far into the future, right? When they're alive, because
you think they're always going to be there.
About high school, you know, when the kid's 6 months old. But these are things that are important and that I would have liked to know his input on, because now what you've got is like a whole bunch of people that think they know what he would have wanted having their say. And obviously you're not going to listen to any of them because it's like,
it's your decision at the end of the day.
But it would have been nice to hear it from your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have that
reassurance.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know. There'd be a lot of things, but it'd most likely be about my son.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have...
That was so funny.
That was, yeah. So, I don't know why I thought that they were coming back. Okay. My husband... Oh, hold on before I... Oh. Okay. So my husband... Should I read this out, even though it's quite specific? They sent it anonymously.
Yeah.
Then you were reading it, right?
That's fine.
My husband sadly passed away last year, and his father asked to borrow my husband's wedding ring to wear to the wake and to the funeral. At the time, I agreed, thinking it would help him with his grief. However, I still haven't gotten the ring back, and I've realised it was just an excuse to take the ring.
That belongs to you.
Firstly, you did something really nice, by the way, by letting the father wear it for the funeral.
Yes.
I think that's really nice. So
but
good on you.
Why would the father-in-law want to wear your husband's wedding ring?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, no.
Like, why not his watch or something?
Yeah.
Like, why his wedding ring?
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
That is a bit strange, but good on you for, you know, being good about that.
That's right.
I suppose.
Definitely.
That's good. Ask for it back.
100%.
Billion%
It
ask
belongs
for it back.
to you.
Yeah, that absolutely is your property. And that's your marriage. What does that have to do with the father? Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Weird.
That's so weird.
And if you don't have the courage to ask for it back, maybe if you have another member in their family, like someone else in your in-laws that you're super close with, or that you have a better bond, that could ask the father for it back. If you don't have that and you really can't stand up for yourself and ask for it back, get someone that can. Someone close to you.
Definitely.
A parent, a sibling,
At the end of the day, it belongs to you.
100%. And I mean, do we know for sure that it was an excuse to take the ring? Would he have forgotten maybe to give it back? Maybe like,
look, if you want to give benefit of the doubt,
I don't know.
with
maybe, but I would just say it. Just definitely just ask him for it. That's
I'd just
yours.
be like, hey, Amo, can I please have
hey,
I'm being serious. I'd be like, I don't know if they're Lebanese or not,
That's
but
why
anyway.
I'm laughing.
Just say, hey, so-and-so, can I please have my
Dad.
husband's ring back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely. And it's been over a year.
It belongs
last
to
year.
you.
So,
It belongs to you.
Definitely ask for it back. And don't, obviously it's on your mind. You're writing it into our Q&A.
Yeah.
So go and get that ring back. That's totally belongs to you. It's
100%.
so sacred. It's your marriage. That's like the symbol. That's such
right.
a symbol,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Now ask for it back. Go get that ring. Okay. Sorry. Have any of the people who weren't there for either yourself or Nadine reached out since the podcast? Have you?
No, that's a very interesting question.
It is a really good question. Has anyone reached out since? I've gotten one message, but how I'm really bad with my phone?
Yeah.
I never actually opened it to figure out who it was from because the number was just a normal number. But they said some really nice stuff, but I never got around. I'm not sure. I didn't open it.
Can you open it now?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Boy, I don't know who it is though.
That's okay. What did it say?
Hey, Kayla, I saw your post and this is so slack if it's someone so close to me. What if they're so close to me?
Because you're a rude bitch.
So what? We're outing me because I'm rude?
Well, why don't you respond to nice messages?
I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, if you don't know who it is.
But I still should have responded.
You should have.
Is it too late now? It's in September.
No.
October, November. Oh, it's fine. Usually I'm a year delayed. Hey, consider yourself lucky. So basically, you're an amazing woman and you're making Mohammed so proud. I hope you and baby boy are doing well. So that's
nice.
Cute. That's nice.
Yeah.
I need to figure out who that is.
I had people who reached out to me, but not that we never spoke.
Right.
I felt like that's what that message was.
I don't know. I actually don't know who it is. Could be a cousin.
No. I felt like that question.
Oh, this question. Yeah.
Was like
as in like
you weren't speaking to them and then now they've popped up again. And then you watched the
podcast and they felt guilty. Yeah. I didn't feel like my message was like that. I felt like
that was a beautiful message.
That just popped into my head.
I've received messages like that from people I know, but I'm not super tight with.
Yes.
One of my old staff members, she's just been so beautiful. She'll send me messages on Instagram and she'll be like, Nadine, I'm so proud of you and when you're doing so well and you're so brave and then my daughter's childcare teacher from
no way. Oh, that's so cute.
13 years ago.
That's beautiful.
She sends me the most beautiful messages, beautiful messages. But no one you weren't speaking to and then they popped up again.
I haven't had that either.
Yeah.
I mean,
just, people that I know, obviously that I'm not super close with, but have, listened to our podcasts, follow our stories, our posts, and have just been super sweet.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah. Nobody like controversial that like I've talked shit about and then have come and said anything
I don't think no.
So that's good that I talk shit about them because then they deserve it. They still haven't come out and said anything and it's 2 years later. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
Okay. This one. So my mum passed 4 months ago from lung cancer. She was only 60. Grieving is really hard. I feel like I'm snapping it and so emotional and I hate everyone. People recommend counselling or depression pills. Do you think any of that works or should I just take my time grieving and it's okay to be sad?
So definitely take your time grieving. It's definitely okay to be sad. At the end of the day, like it was your mum and 60, that's young. And also, like a girl's always so close to her mum, so you can understand why you're feeling that way.
That would be tough.
I'm not a doctor, so I'll just give you my opinion. I wouldn't go down the whole depression pills. Mm-hmm. I would definitely see a therapist. And if you'd like one, I have an amazing one.
Yeah.
I speak about her all the time.
Yeah.
I've referred so many people to her. You can just send us a message. I'd be more than happy to share her details.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not against depression tablets, antidepressants. I'm not against it. I just think that sometimes you'll go to doctors and they'll just give that to you because it's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like it masks a lot of emotions. Mm-hmm. I feel just go through the journey. 4 months ago, that's so recent. Mm-hmm. Go through, feel what you need to feel. Go through all the emotions, and just it's your journey. So take your time. But therapy, I do recommend therapy.
I agree. I think first of all, like you probably haven't lost anyone as close as your mother, right?
Yeah.
So it's your first time grieving someone this close to you. So you don't know, but 4 months is nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing, especially when it's your mother. And clearly you had a
good relationship
because you're upset, right? So don't even think this is a problem or you're a problem or anything that's happening is weird or, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm snapping. And that's okay. Snap away. I'm emotional and I hate everyone. Of course you do. Your mum just died.
Yeah.
So just feel what you need to feel. 4 months is nothing. It's going to change. Wait till you get to a year and a half, 2 years, things will change. But therapy's great always. I mean, I say that everyone should go to therapy.
Yeah, I do.
Whether
too.
You grieve, you don't grieve, whether you've got a relationship problem, not just see a therapist. Therapy's great. We all have problems. Just go to a therapist. And I would probably feel like I hate everyone too if, God forbid, something happened to my mum. That's your mum.
That's right.
So
I mean, your best friend.
Yeah, I don't think I think what you're feeling is
go easy on yourself. Easy on yourself.
Yes, absolutely. 4 months is nothing. No, I can't even. 4 months is absolutely nothing. But you probably just don't know that yet,
Yeah, that's right.
But I wouldn't, and people recommend depression pills. I mean, see a doctor. Don't worry about what people say, and maybe see a therapist first and then see how you feel. But I think at 4 months in, it's too early to decide if your grief is actually a problem.
Yeah, there was a point where people were telling me to get on antidepressants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but hang on a second, I just lost my husband. Of course I'm going to be depressed.
That's exactly right.
Like I'm not going to get on antidepressants I'm going to go through my grief journey. I'm going to feel these emotions. So I'm not going to take antidepressants just to mask it.
Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah. Just go easy on yourself.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Someone said, it's not a question, but they said laughing with you is the best therapy. That's so cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I love that. Thank you. Now, this is sort of similar to another question. It says, who's the friend that supports you the most? it's very hard to pick one.
Yeah.
Can't really pick one.
No.
You know.
I feel like that was a trick question.
Yeah, me too. I feel like one of our friends.
and you want us
We're not answering that. Okay, that's a hard one. And there are multiple. That's the truth. After my husband died, my in-laws, I hope you watched our last episode on in-laws and outlaws. After my husband died, my in-laws became possessed, acting like the absolute rubbish they've always been.
Ooh.
Yes. I have small children. How am I meant to deal with it? Oh, where do we start? Fuck me. Depends, right?
It does depend. It depends on what the issues are.
Well, you said they're acting like the pieces of shit they've always been, right?
All right. So clearly
they're fucked up people, toxic.
That's right.
That vibe.
But clearly there was issues before the husband passed away.
I can only imagine how the issues would be now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck them off.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, babe. Fuck that.
Cutthroat.
Yeah, but fuck off.
Ruthless.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. Who are you to make someone's life so miserable? The woman has small children. She's just lost her husband. Mind you, I'm assuming you're an angel, the person writing this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've done, but you've given me one little snippet. So I'm just going to be on your side for now. There could be so many sides to the stories and, I don't know. But if what you're saying is 100% accurate, they're toxic, they're fucked, they've always been a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. See ya. Bye. Fuck off.
But they're not going to allow that.
Who the fuck are they? What do you mean they're not going to allow that?
Well, they're the grandparents and the aunties and the uncles of the children.
And
did you not see that comment? There was a comment.
But I don't believe it. That's why I just ignored it.
It is true.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe that comment?
No. What do you mean?
They can do that.
No, I don't think so. Let me see. We don't have time for this. Nadine, why do you always take me off track? Because now I want to Google things.
It's part of it.
Hold on.
So can you just read the comment?
Oh, you want me to find the comment now?
It was on YouTube, I think.
Someone did something. Someone's in-laws did something to the kid, didn't they?
They took her to court to get custody. Maybe not full custody. I don't know if it was full custody of the kid, but to get visits or something.
It was on the in-laws. My in-laws took me to court for custody. They have the exact same rights as a mother or a father. Do in-laws have rights over a child in New South Wales? Can a mother stop? Not father. We're not talking about fathers. We want the others.
Grandparents.
Okay, let me write grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, not do. Because I don't fucking believe it. I've never heard that. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of time. We're on a podcast, but while grandparents don't have automatic rights to
they
care,
can, but
they can apply to have access to
which
them.
is what that person said on YouTube. Her in-laws took her to court.
Yeah, but they said they have the exact rights as a mother or father. No, they don't. They don't. If I die, God forbid, my child does not automatically go to the grandparents. They don't have the exact rights as the mother or the father. I'm not saying they don't have rights to visit. If they're not abusing the child and they're not whatever, sure. Okay, well, fucking go to court.
Yeah.
Go.
And these days, I don't know, some people aren't going to go.
No, that's exactly right. And at the end of the day, it's up to, look, you know what I always think? Don't just think about yourself as well. Think about the kids. So are they toxic to the kids? If they're toxic to your kids and creating a bad environment for your children and your children aren't happy and et cetera, then yeah, fuck them off.
Yeah.
If they're, say, difficult with you, they make remarks, you can put up with it, but they're great with the kids and the kids love them and blah, blah, blah. Maybe make a little bit of, just a little bit.
And if
not
you
if they're
can't,
making your life hell.
Sit down and have the conversation. I'm all about conversations.
Oh my gosh, this
I'm
girl
all
and her
about
conversation.
communication.
Not everyone can communicate, Nadine. Every time I talk to her about an issue, communicate. Why don't you sit them down? Some people don't want to fucking sit down.
It was just yesterday, Kayla called me about something and
I'm always calling you about a drama.
Anyway, and I was like, Kayla, maybe you should sit them down and just have a conversation with them.
I know. You're all about conversation.
But did you do it?
Yes.
You fucking did do it. Yeah, see? And how did that go?
It went really well.
Exactly. That's my point.
No.
Sometimes people don't know.
Yeah, but
you can be feeling a certain way.
Shit, they must be bad.
They must be bad.
Pieces of shit. Jeez.
You're saying that about your in-laws. They must be really bad.
Me. So I don't know. I don't know what level, but that's what I will say.
But let's just say it's at the level where they're amazing with your children.
Yeah.
Okay. But just with you, they're just like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Backhanded comments or interfering or, you know, we discussed in the previous episode, you said that they can be a little bit controlling.
That's right.
However it is.
Yeah.
If they're great with your kids, my advice would be to just sit them down.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you can't do that, set fucking boundaries.
Yeah.
Totally. And you know what?
Yeah.
Send them over when necessary.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Or whatever works for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You need to protect your inner peace.
100%. Yeah. And they're your kids at the end of the day.
Right.
And
they're your
small
children
too. So they're obviously impressionable and you don't want them around toxic people. And I know
toxic
that some
environments.
in-laws,
that's right.
they will try and turn the kid against the mum and blah, blah. So I don't know how bad your situation is, but obviously if you're calling them pieces of shit, I'd
like examples. Can you please give us
DM
examples?
Us? And we won't. It's all private. But I just want to know. I'm curious because it's hard to answer a question like that when we don't know the true extent. Like there's going to be in-laws.
What specifically are they doing to you?
Yeah, give us an example of what they're actually doing. Yeah. And sometimes maybe you guys need like just a little break from the relationship. Not necessarily like a big dramatic ending, but maybe just some breathing space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like maybe just everyone needs to calm down. Everyone's in their emotions. Someone's obviously died. They're grieving. You're grieving. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it'll be all over the shop. Hey.
But I do want to know. But in terms of what to do, setting boundaries is a great one, number one. Number two, yes, communicate, sit them down.
You hate that one.
I hate it. I know. I don't know why.
It's so important.
I know.
Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why.
Please.
Because some people might not know what they're doing to you.
It's true.
Some people might not know how they're making you feel.
Yes.
So, Kayla, if I don't know you're pissed off with me, how do you want me to fix anything?
Yeah, I agree.
How do you want me to fix anything?
I do agree. But pieces of shit is rough. I feel like this is
but I need examples.
I know, so do I. And you said they've become possessed. Do you mean possessive or like they're or they are literal devils? I'd like to know that
It sounds like they're devils.
Yeah, it does sound like they're devils. And let us know more. That's all I have to say. And we'll give you like more personal
Look, we're going to need to do a part two anyway because we've got so many questions.
Everyone's asking about a part two, but everyone's asking about a part two for in-laws. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
So we will because it's a big one. It's a good one. And
so,
you know, but yes, tell us more.
Yes, tell us more, please.
And we'll a little better. Okay, so not a question, just wanted to say your podcast is amazing to listen to and honestly helping multiple grievers out. You are both such beautiful, strong ladies. Would love for on your podcast if you had other grievers who have also lost their spouse and give their story.
Definitely. So we do have other widows that we are going to bring on.
For sure.
We also have we're going to bring on some special guests.
That we're looking to bring on.
We'll be doing that
the next few months for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
This is a very similar question. Have any of the people who weren't there for either of you reached out since the podcast? Maybe they felt guilty or knew you were talking about them.
I'm still waiting for those people to reach out to me.
Me too.
I'm yet to get a text message even.
Me too. Zero.
Nothing.
2 years now, 0.
3.5 years now, 0.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just double checking. I think that's all we have for this episode, but I just want to quickly double check because I think I saw... Oh, actually, there's heaps of these, so I should just... One. How are you feeling today? So many people have asked, how are you today? How are you feeling today? How are you? How are you today, Nadine?
I'm tired.
Yeah, she is tired today.
Yeah. Today I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, I'm running around between two businesses, filming the Do you want to know what my day was today?
Oh, enlighten us.
So I went to my clinic at Bondi, spent a couple of hours there, left Bondi, went to my clinic at Macquarie, was there till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just before 9, maybe 9 o'clock.
Did a big day today.
And then drove straight here to film with you guys.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what I did today.
I haven't even seen my kids. I'm like, they're calling me, good night, Mom.
So cute.
I'm like, good night, baby.
Sweet. So sweet.
What did you do today?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because you just gave this grand day of hard work. And
well, it was your day off.
Road.
Well, it was your day off.
I got my anti-wrinkle injections done. That's what I did. And then I had lunch.
Nice.
And that's it. So, yeah. So, similar days.
But so similar. So similar. But overall, I think a lot of those questions would be how we're feeling in general.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's your answer to that?
I'm a little bit, I don't know. I'm a little bit up and down, I think.
We don't like this time of the year.
Yeah.
So it's a bit.
Yeah. It's approaching this time of, that time of the year where it's Christmas, New Year's, holidays.
And you know what? This is all of our listeners and all of our grievers and everyone who writes in. This is the start of a very hard 3 months. November, December, January is hard.
Yeah.
When you've lost someone. Very hard. So,
and honestly, no matter how long it's been,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. It's always going to be hard.
Yeah. This time of the year is just shit. I just hate it.
Yeah. I do
hate it. Yeah.
I do too.
And not even, we spoke about special dates in a previous episode, and it's not even just about the special dates. It's just the fact that everyone's on fucking holidays.
What's the special date?
7th of January is the date that all you fuckers return back to work.
7th of January, guys. Put it in your calendars.
That all your
we are so happy on that day.
It's the worst.
I almost want to film our podcast on the 7th of January.
As like a celebration.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, it's not just about like the Christmas and the New Year's and the New Year's Day and the whatever. It's like just the fact that you're all off holidaying together. Everyone's happy with their fam. And we're so happy for you, by the way, that you're with your fam. Happy. But it's a hard time for people that are grieving. So you know what? As always, we always talk to grievers and support people. So maybe just try and keep your people in mind a little bit more for like December and January.
Definitely.
If you know someone that's
and
lost someone.
I don't know if this is all widows, but another shitty day for me is Sunday.
Yeah, because Sunday's family day. Sundays
so
fucking
shitty.
suck.
Sunday
Have you been
and
to
in
breakfast
summer
on a Sunday? Sick. Fucking sick.
and in summer
Oh, I hate it.
when everyone's out and about on their jet skis,
Beautiful day.
at the beach, having lunch and ice cream, and you're sitting
Sundays
here
are
fucking
horrible.
miserable.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Sundays. I hate Sundays.
Sunday's a shitty day. It's such a family day.
Yeah.
But happy
So my
for you
family
guys.
day on a Sunday is going to the cemetery.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think overall,
Anyway, enjoy your Sundays, guys.
enjoy your Sundays.
All right. We will do a part 2 eventually.
Yes, we will.
We definitely will. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. And hopefully if you sent in any of those questions that we answered, you benefit something from our answers and our opinions.
Definitely.
And as always, questions, anything you want to let us know, anything you want to hear us talk about, DM us, reach us, find us, Married Now Widowed on all platforms.
And also, please subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to our
YouTube.
Also, our Facebook. Have we spoken about that?
We haven't.
Oh, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. So what did we do? We created a Facebook community group.
Yes.
Essentially for all of you guys that are writing in and DMing us on TikTok and Instagram and this and that. And we love it and it's all great, but we just thought we could have a space where obviously people on the page will be grievers or grief support people, and we could just communicate with each other. We could just all jump in, or comment, or give our opinions, or give our advice. I think we have a lot in common.
Definitely.
And we have
it could even be, you know, I'm driving to work and
literally, just how
I'm
you're
just
feeling.
crying and I don't know what's wrong with me or whatever it is. It could be anything.
100%. And I think we can all benefit from each other. There will be people in the group that have lost, because we have people DMing us, they've lost their spouse like 15 years ago.
That's right.
So they're even ahead of our journey. So they'll be able to help us. So I think it's a nice way that we can all just be in the one place, right? So Married Now Widowed on Facebook, it is a private group. So you just have to answer a few questions and then we'll accept you into the group. So we'll see you on our Facebook as well. But we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.